Hey guys, it's Heather. Welcome back. Today I finally have my year-end results for my project pan. I was meaning to do a mid-year review and the year just went by so fast and it just got away from me, so I apologize for not updating you sooner. So if you did not see my intro, I will link it up above in the cards and then down below, so definitely check out that video first before you watch this one so you can see all the products I picked and why I picked them. So let's just jump into it. So I was really hoping to get through the majority of these, but it is so hard, especially with blushes and products like that and lip products. I picked too many and I think that I just set the bar really high, and you know, I did well this year as far as not making a bunch of new purchases. I did treat myself to, I think, 2 new palettes, which is good. And I was able to declutter a bunch of stuff I wasn't using, but this was definitely a little bit harder than I anticipated it being. And next year, I think that I'm only gonna do like 10 products. I'm not gonna be as ambitious and go for like 19 or 20 like I did this time. And I'm gonna pick products that are just more realistic, stuff that I love to reach for, and that I'm not gonna get bored of. I feel like I got bored really easily with some of these products, and some of the other ones, it was like I was forcing myself to use them, and I just realized that why am I forcing myself to use these products? I don't really like them. So why not just call it and get rid of them and move on? So I'm gonna show you the ones that I did get through. I think there's like 7 or 8 that I actually got through. So I did get through the Tarte mascara, completely dried out. Would I repurchase this? I probably wouldn't repurchase it. I think that the Covergirl Lash Blast is very similar to this for a fraction of the price. It is good mascara, but it's not my favorite, so let's move on. The next one that I forced myself to try to use was this little Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. This is the travel size, and the more I would use it, I just felt like it made my makeup just slip around on my face, and I said, why am I even doing this? I don't like it. So I just called it on this one. Next, I have the Covergirl Healthy Elixir in 2 different shades. The one that was more of my winter shade, I used up. It's been used up for a while now. The only thing I don't like about this, it does come with the pump, which is great. But the only thing that I don't like about it is when you get towards the end, it's very difficult to kind of scrape the last bits of product out of it. But besides that, I think it's a really good foundation. And then I also had it in another shade. This, I was trying to mix it in the summer because it's a little bit darker. It has such a yellow undertone. It looks like even more yellow on the skin than it does in this bottle. And I probably have maybe like a third left, not that much left. And I just, even mixing it in with other foundations, I just could not get it to look right on my skin tone. So this one I ended up decluttering in my most recent declutter, and then my shade that matches me, I did go through. So next up was the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I finished this one up pretty fast, probably like not even mid-year, maybe like the first quarter of last year. And I did end up picking up the little travel size of the setting spray, since this is just not something that I'm reaching for every single day because I'm not in full makeup every day. So it was more realistic for me to buy the smaller size because I know that it's something that I'm gonna use. Okay, moving on to some more face products. The Tarte Shape Tape. I am almost done with all 3 of these. It's kind of hard to tell, but if you look up close, there's like these little kind of gaps where the most of the product is. This is pretty much all that's left of it. I don't know if you can see that gap. But with concealers, I've been rotating in my Maybelline Age Rewind more for like an everyday because it's much cheaper. And honestly, it's just easier to put on like if I'm just quickly running out the door. I don't want something like this crazy full coverage. So I'm gonna continue to work on these, and I should be done with these soon. And then I think that I'm gonna pick up the travel sizes at Ulta. Since I'm in like a few different shades, then I can just get the travel sizes and I can use them up and it won't take me forever. So moving on to one of my favorite full coverage foundations, I did get through the Creamy Tan, which is my shade that I pretty much always reach for, especially in the summer. I am not done with the Creamy Vanilla, so I'm gonna continue to use that through the winter, and I should be done with that pretty soon. Would I purchase this again? Absolutely. This is one of my favorite full coverage. I think it is the most full coverage foundation that you can find, especially for like event makeup, stuff like that. It does have a little SPF in it, really, really good stuff. I've done a few videos with this foundation. I will link them in the cards and then also link them down below if you're interested in checking out some of my full coverage foundation routine videos. So my next face product is the Milani Luminoso blush. I really like this blush. I would say that I reach for it probably like 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week. So this blush, I don't know if you can tell, but there was a complete dome on it. Now there's actually a little bit of an indent. I'm definitely working through this. There's 3.5 grams of product. I don't know that I would pick a blush again unless it was almost done, because it is just very difficult to get through a blush unless there's only a tiny bit of product. So I probably won't be picking a blush again for next year. This blush is awesome. If I was done with it, I would definitely go right out and purchase it again. Next, I have 2 highlighters. Now the Colourpop Wisp, I did not do much in it at all. I'm super disappointed in that, but I was just kind of focusing more so on getting through the Living Luminizer because it was expiring. And I am almost done with this. It's perfect for the summer to just kind of like pat it on your cheekbones. And I would definitely go out and purchase this one again. The Colourpop Wisp is one of my favorites. Next year, I'm definitely not gonna pick 2 types of highlighter that are very similar. I'll probably just pick one. It's a little bit more realistic. So 2 eyeshadows I have are the Colourpop Lala and Weenie. Weenie I am almost done with. I hit pan on in the middle there. I love this shade, it's so beautiful, but I have so many other eyeshadows to work through. I should have just picked one. And then Lala, I'm getting close to hitting pan, like I can kind of like see it in there. You can see it like in the middle there, but I'm not there yet. Both of these are beautiful shades, but I would definitely probably just pick one to do the project pan with next year. Not both, because it's just not realistic for me. It is so hard to just reach for the same colors day in and day out. I just get bored and I like to just mix it up. Okay, so lip products. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3 kind of lip glosses, and then I have 2 Lippie sticks and 2 lip liners. So let's start with the lip liners. The Rimmel East End Snob, I actually finished. This was easy for me. I love this shade. I reach for it all the time. It's such a good formula. It's so creamy. You can just kind of put it on and put chapstick over it, and it's almost like a lip stain. It's really awesome. So this one was really easy for me to get through. Now the Colourpop Aquarius, I'm definitely working my way through this, but I have like 10 lip liners that are all similar to this shade. I just recently did a mini declutter of my lip products, trying to go through everything and anything that's kind of similar to another shade. I went through it, saw which one was kind of older, which one I don't really like the formula as much as the other one, and then I decluttered. So I will link that video up above in the cards if you wanted to check that out for some declutter inspiration. But I just feel like it is so hard to get through all these lip liners. And next year, I will definitely probably just pick one thing from each category and just focus on it. But I do have this lip liner on today, and it is such a pretty color. So moving on to the Lippie sticks, the Aquarius I am working through. I only have a little bit left of this one. I do have this shade on today. Love this shade. And then the Contempo, I didn't do well with at all. There's a ton left of this. I just have so many other shades in this exact color that it's difficult for me to just keep grabbing the same one time after time. And this is a matte formula. I've been liking a little bit more glossier moisturizing formulas, so that's why I haven't been reaching for this one a ton. And then I have 3 lip products, 2 of the L'Oreal Infallible glosses that I was trying to wear a bunch of last winter. I did get bored. I'm probably down to like here on this one, and on this one I really didn't get through much of it at all because it's a darker shade and I don't really go for darker vampy shades like that a lot. And then this NARS one in Bound, I wasn't able to work through, but it is such a beautiful formula. Again, I just have so many shades in this color. And one of my favorite lip scrubs I did pretty much get through. There's not much left. There's only like little scraps. This is the Milani Keep It Sweet. I love this stuff, but I did notice that you can't buy it at Target and Ulta anymore. And I did get through it, so I'm excited about that. Lesson learned, I'm gonna try to pick products that I definitely am gonna use every day, maybe like face powders or stuff like that. And I'm gonna pick less products because I feel like, you know, I want to use all the makeup in my collection. I don't want to just have to use these same 19 products again and again and again. It gets boring, and I do like to treat myself to a couple of things. So I think for next year, I think I'm gonna do like a weekly or a monthly makeup basket where I kind of pick out, okay, I'm gonna use this foundation this week, this eyeshadow palette, and kind of focus on using up my makeup more like that than putting a bunch of products in a project pan. I'm still gonna do the project pan, but I'm just gonna pick less products, and I'm gonna pick things that are more realistic for me to get through. So for example, if I have 2 bronzers left, I will pick 1 bronzer and make sure I get through it before I go out and I purchase any new bronzers. So more of that kind of thing. So it was my first try at this. I don't think I did terrible, but I didn't do great. So I hope you guys like this video. Definitely subscribe if you have not subscribed already. I do all types of videos, from like beauty to declutter to lifestyle videos, organization, house cleaning, things like that. So I hope that you guys will stick around, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.